stop and push up from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running
Well, I was going to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, but you know what? None of it's literally going to be morning, evening, afternoon. There's nothing good about it. Arsenal won, Man United won. Man United won 5-3 on penalties. We're out the FA Cup. Yeah. I don't know what I meant to say. I'll be honest, Colm, I've seen your message, mate, and I'll be honest, that's pretty much how I feel. Literally, the game was shite. We lost to 10 men. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Yeah, that's pretty much how I would quite happily do this reaction. But I am fair, and I will go through all the gumph just to make us feel worse, if I'm honest, because I've seen all the stats, and the stats doesn't really help us feel any better. I'll be honest. Big up to Chris, so big up, mate. Hope you're well. Apart from that, well, yeah, I'm all right. The fallout has severely started, and yeah, it's not good. Big up to Tammy. Looks like we're out of all the trophies we could realistic win this season. Yeah, for me, the season's done now. Thank you, Spanish, Moyes, and our ambition. Well, I would leave the owners out of this just for now, because our owners do invest. If you want owners that literally pick the players, then fine, but you don't want that. You have that with some clubs, and it absolutely ruins the whole club, because the owners are picking the players, and then you've got to get the players to gel, because they might not necessarily fit the system that the manager's doing. So you do want the manager to pick the players. However, you want this manager to be a little bit more ruthless and go, okay, I can't get that player. Okay, then get me this one player. Then get the next best thing. That's what you should be doing. But yeah, I can't blame the owners in this, and I'll be honest. Looks like everyone was right about us. It does look that way. Everyone gets not applicable signing. Big up to G. We're obviously on his X account as well. Not sure what more Arteta needs to see for him to sign a centre forward. Tell me about it. That was the perfect example. This is something that we should be just. I don't want to be careful because I'm obviously ex-army. Ask him very nicely to sit in a chair and make him watch that game constantly for 48 hours. That's what I would do. 0 trophies till we get rid of the Kroenkes and Mikel Pulis. I wouldn't put the Kroenkes in this category again, personally. Kroenkes, the only team they own that haven't won trophies is us. So yeah, it's bad. G saying spend the money that is available. Yep, exactly. Sorry, but yeah, spend it. But Mikel is. I think there'll be a panic buy now. I think there'll be a panic buy. I'm confident we'll get one, but I think that there's all going to be a panic buy now, in my opinion. We'll wait and see over the next few days. I reckon within the next 72 hours, there'll be something that will have to develop. Out of both cups, league is out of question for me. Don't see you winning Champions League. Your players going to gas out even more after not doing the job. You're in a demise form now, 100%. People blaming owners, Mikel Arteta refusing to move on from his top targets is what's hurting us. Yet for me, that's spot on. Maybe you need Rashford in your team. He will solve your problem. Colm, kindly bugger off. I am livid right now, Brenny. This is the last thing I want to be doing. Be honest, but you know me, I like to get the reaction done as quick as I possibly can because I don't like to hide just because we have a bad result. But yes, I really don't want to be doing this. Cole, honestly, I think Arteta needs to be let go now. He's had the time and money to make this team successful, and he has failed. Yes, agree, totally. Slot comes in, not been backed at all. No real signings, really. Chiesa, PR signing, and he's clear at top of the league first season, but we're going to drop off apparently after Klopp. Now look at Arsenal. Yep. See, I, you know me, Chris. I'm honest. I thought there'd be little bit of a drop off. I didn't think there'd be a big one. I thought there'd be a little bit of a drop off. But to be fair to Arne Slot, he's done extremely well. So big up to Arne Slot. If they really cared, a new tackle should have walked in on January 1st. That is down to Arteta, not the owners. The money's there. It's down to Arteta. You know, this is his squad now. He's built this squad. He wanted everybody. He wanted Marino. He wanted Calafiori. He's got everybody he wants. That's down to him now. Nothing to do with the owners. The owners sign off the money being spent. So I see everyone is turning now. Yeah, that surprised me. Arteta record in cups is appalling. Yeah, and that's the bit that hurts the most for me. Surely non-Arsenal fans gloating in the comments section can be timed out now. Not when it comes to Cole or Chris. No, I won't. They're nice. If there was someone that was being an arrogant nana, then yes, I would time them out. But no, I'm fine with Chris and Cole. Honestly, I have no issues with it whatsoever. Right, let's talk about it. 1-1. Man United did go down to 10 men as well, which made all this just so much worse. So Dalot went off for a second red card. Well deserved, in my opinion. I know some people don't think it was deserved, but he was on a yellow card and should have been sent off because he got another yellow card. So, but yeah, goals, very good goal from Man United. Cannot remember him if I'm perfectly honest. As my head has gone. Gabriel was a good goal as well. Deflected shot beat Bayendier, who was excellent today, by the way. But yeah, it's just horrendous. Big up to Cole. This is it now. I think a lot of Arsenal fans have come to the realization that Arteta can't take us to the promised land. Well, talk about that, Cole. This is the thing, right? Everyone can banter Man United as much as they like, right? I won't ever stop them, but I'm not a banterer. So, but what I would say is today we have been outcoached by a better coach. And there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, who are we going to get in? Well, for a start, we've just been beaten by a better coach today, Ruben Amorim. I know we can't get him, but there's a lot of good coaches out there. So who says we can't get someone? If we can't get someone, then that is down to the Kroenkes. That's the thing. That is the point there. If we can't get any coach in, then that's down to the Kroenkes, not anyone else, because obviously the Kroenkes will be the ones that appoint them. But for me, with the way that our squad is, we could get anybody. We should definitely be able to get anybody. Dallo definitely read it. Mate, you should see that people going, the ref was... I do get what Rebel was saying earlier. The ref was very trigger happy with the yellow for United players. But for me, that those 2 yellows for Dalot was deserved. Big Gabby is our best striker and he plays centre back. I know. It tells you everything, doesn't it? I think Thomas Frank would do well at Arsenal. I wouldn't say no. I like his style of football. I think he could do it. We just need someone better than Arteta, mate. That's as simple as that. Cole, big up to you. I told man that this guy is not it. He is done out here. Havertz, I had every right to call him a scrub. Odegaard, I said, was useless and a pathetic excuse as a captain. The Titanic is now sinking. Mate, Odegaard was shocking today. Havertz was shocking today. But the problem is we're putting Havertz in a position that he doesn't play. This is what frustrates me. I know, Cole, I'm not going to go at you when I say this, by the way, mate. But the thing with Havertz is when Chelsea signed him, he was a right winger, an attacking kind of midfielder stroke right winger. Could play at right wing very comfortably. Did it very well at Leverkusen. Then Chelsea turned him into something else. And then we get him and we still stick with the centre forward. I don't get it. Honestly do not get the situation with Havertz. There was an opportunity today to put Havertz on the right. Even with Jesus going off, we could have put Trossard in the middle. There's a different way we can do things. But instead, and I'm not having a diss at Sterling, to be fair, because Sterling I thought was quite good today. But we're playing someone who's not a centre forward. He's not a centre forward. And this is what really narks me about Arteta. He just doesn't see it. And this is all on him. This Arteta wanted Havertz specifically. He wanted Mourinho specifically. I'm fed up with him. I've said a few streams ago, I'm done with him. And, I'm literally laying here. I don't want to be doing this stream. I'll be perfectly honest. But you know me, I don't hide. So I'm doing it. But, yeah, I'm done with Arteta. I think this last season's done now. I don't see us coming back in the League Cup. There's no way we win the Champions League, and there's no way we win the league. Simple as. So, yeah. Arteta gave wingers defensive duties and centre backs scoring from corners and set pieces. What a topsy-turvy coach. Get him out. He is very weird. It's like some of the subs today were just weird. Party came on for Timber. Like, why? Why are we doing that? What on earth does that? I just, yeah. Need a winger or a proper number 9 in January. Mohamed, I couldn't agree with you more, mate. I couldn't agree with you more. The funny thing is, right now we're looking at a centre back. Why? Why do we need a centre back? Eventually, yes, we need another centre back, right? But he's not a priority. A centre back is not a priority. It frustrates the hell out of me. If Arteta loves the club, he should go now, Brenny. Totally agree. But this is the point. I don't think he does love us that much, in my opinion. It looks like Arsenal stuck in a void of we're still in a rebuild, but we're not in the rebuild phase. Arteta seems confused with his team and is struggling to get the best out of the players. Well, it's his team now. This is the problem that I'm struggling with because a lot of people defend Arteta. They're like, oh, yeah, give him another season. Why? Why are we giving him another season? I don't get it. Yes, we're second, right? I'm not forgetting that we're second in the Premier League and we're probably through to the Champions League next round. But it's about winning trophies, not finishing second. I know Cole would agree with this if Cole's still watching. This is about winning trophies. Not finishing second. Why take fullbacks off, mate? It's just Brenny, me and you have had this conversation so many times. It is the most frustrating waste of a sub. A waste of a sub. Look, we needed a goal, right? Butler Odeje was on the bench. Why did we not bring him on? I know he's not played for the club, and that's fine, but he's a striker, or he's a forward. Bring him on. Why not? We were looking for a goal. Big up to Daniel Walker saying we were poor. Yep. I literally could have put that as a title. We were poor. But yeah, Linked with a centre back so Gabriel can go play as a striker, says Colm. Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me at all. Kai's not a striker. No, it's not. It's frustrating me. And this, look, I get why people don't like Kai, right? Kai's a talented player. And like I said, if he was to go to Bayern Munich and play in that system, geez, would he bang goals and assists? Because he would, because the pressure is not there. Right now, the pressure is on him to score the goals. It's all on him. And that's not fair on him because he's not a striker. You know, the pressure's on Haaland to score the goals. And yeah, sometimes he'll have blips, but then he'll bang a hat-trick in now and then. When he strike it's so clear. Daniel, totally agree. He has gained more power than what Wenger... Oh, tell me about it, Cole. Serious. I don't get it. I don't understand the love for him, right? If I was to choose between Edu and Arteta, I choose Edu every day. I don't get it. I've never have got it. It confuses the heck out of me. The love for Arteta. It frustrates me because I just don't get it. No, and the thing is, not people think this is an Arteta agenda. I like Arteta. I liked him at Everton. I liked him at Rangers. I'm a Rangers fan. But I just don't get how much he's loved because in my head, he's not a legend at Arsenal too. Yeah, it's just madness. Do you think Arteta is struggling to get away from the pet shadow, so he's trying to do things differently and it just isn't working for him? He's literally set us up like Man City now. But the difference between Man City and Arsenal is they can spend £50 million on one player, where we are self-sustainable and we can't do that. So you have to find a different way to do it, which we have. But then I've always said, and I know I've had fallouts with people over this. I don't want to be anything like Man City, anything like them, apart from the trophies. That's literally it. I don't want to play like them. I don't want to be like them in the way that they sign players and let them go and all that kind of stuff. I want us to be sensible and challenge, which we can do if you get the right players in the first time, which is not always going to work, I guarantee it. But there's like players like Lokonga, Tavares. There's a lot of players you can list that go, why? Marquinhos, not worked out, he's back out on loan. There's so many players that we've signed, and you go, why? Why did we sign them? Ramsdale was literally was a player that we bought in because we couldn't get Raya. As soon as we can get Raya, we get then say later to Ramsdale. It makes no sense because why are we just putting ourselves in such a small little net with a very small amount of players that he wants? There is a whole world out there of football players. I'm hearing loads of people talking about very highly rated Tamworth players. I'm not saying go and sign a Tamworth player, by the way. It's just there is a bigger pond out there to go and get some players that suit a system. You know, we're expecting Nico Williams to sign for us. Like, seriously? Really? He has not even shown one sign that he's leaving. And if he does leave, he is most likely to go to Barcelona, which I'm guessing he's waiting to see what the situation is Barcelona is, because obviously they're having problems registering players and stuff. But I don't want that. If Nico's not going to come, he's not going to come until X amount of time, then go and get someone else and forget Nico. There's loads of other players. There's Sheila from Napoli. Everyone knows who I'm on about. His name's not Sheila, but it's the only way I can say his name. We can go and get him. We could have gone and got Marmouche that Man City have signed. We've got the money. Why have we not gone and get him? Just because Man City have done it. It's just, do you think Daniel Ek can save us? Unfortunately, no. you need a lot of money to buy Arsenal, and this is again why people think that KSE will just sell. They'd only sell for one, the value, and two, someone that would take the club in the right direction, which they will worry about. They will worry about where does this club go. They won't want to just sell it to some nutcase like a Todd Bowley or something like that. They won't sell him to some nutcase. They will make sure it's passed on because of the way that Arsenal is and the history, and that means a lot to Josh. So, yeah, I won't give Edu a pass until he comes off gunning leave at Forest. I get you. But no, Edu worked wonders last summer. None of the things happened got over the line, unfortunately. Gasperini in January, I take him, Timmy. He's my shout, to be fair. Give him 18 to 24 months. Guarantee will win something. Puts a winning mentality into the squad. Then pass it on to someone else. Because Gasperini is obviously of a substantial age now, so can't be to season. Well, I would. Baena, yeah, he is someone that we're looking at from Villarreal. To be fair, he looks pretty decent. Would cost quite a bit of money again, though. 23, isn't he? I think he is. But again, someone that we've been looking at. I will buy Arsenal. I'm sure I can scrape the money together, Cole. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I'm guessing you on about Simone Inzaghi. I'll take him. You know, he's proven that he can win stuff. We need someone that can prove that they can win stuff. And that's the thing. Arteta was very lucky with the first season where he won the FA Cup. That wasn't his team. So, yeah. Yeah. Big up to King saying, hi, Bobby, I'm fuming. I've tried to back this manager, but if he doesn't win the Premier League or Champions League this season, he has to go. Eyes on KSE, so they have to have it in them. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? Look, if it comes at the end of the season, we've had a shocking end of the season and KSE haven't sacked him, then yes, by all means, attack the owners. But at the moment, this is not the owner's fault. This is Arteta's. He's got money to spend. He's just so much of an arrogant nana that he won't go out and just get someone, someone that fits the system. But he wants specific people, specific. You can't do that. This is not FIFA. I don't know how. I've not really played Football Manager, so I don't know how it works on there. But if you want someone on FIFA, you just go and get him. No matter what you pay, you just go and get him. There's not really any player that you can't get on FIFA, to be fair. So yeah, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating. Xabi Alonso, I think he's already got his job at the end of the season, if I'm honest. And it won't be Arsenal. But if he was available, yes, because he's won something. This is not a fantasy, Mikel. You get good players regardless of his. Yeah, exactly. I know. It's honestly, this is turning into a therapy session again, isn't it? Anyway, that was the score. This is the stats. This is not going to please anybody, people. Just to let you know. Possession 70% for Arsenal, 30% for United. 26 shots for Arsenal, 7 for Man United. 7 shots on target for Arsenal, 4 for Man United. 12 corners for Arsenal, 2 for Man United. Final third phase passing accuracy, which is quite shocking from Man United, to be fair. I was quite shocked how low that was. 50% compared to Arsenal's 84%. XG for everyone that loves it, but trust me, I really hate it today. 3.22 for Arsenal. 0.27 for Man United. XG open play 2.12 for Arsenal, 0.27 for Man United. XG from set play 0.31 for Arsenal, 0 for Man United. XG penalty 0.79 for Arsenal, 0 for Man United. And then XG on target was 2.41 compared to 0.34 for Man United. That just tells you everything. Ted Lasso. Mate, right now I take anyone. As long as they've won something, I'm taking them. If they've won an OBE, a CBE, an MBE, I don't really care what they've won. If they've won an award at a local council, I don't care. I'll take him. I would take De Zerbi, even I want attacking football. De Zerbi, yes, I probably would take De Zerbi. It's like everyone's saying, oh, Amorim's not as good as Arteta, really. Where's the proof? Where's the proof that Amorim is not better than Arteta's better than Amorim? Because I don't see it. Arteta is lost. You know, these are his players now, and the system doesn't work. There is no plan B. When it comes to subs, where we're trying to get a goal, we take fullbacks off to put another fullback on. Like, what? I just hate watching us play. I'm glad I'm not doing Wednesday nights games, to be fair. I'm just going to enjoy, well, hopefully enjoy just watching it. I don't want to have to do the watch along. Sorry, no, don't blame you, mate. XG open of 2.2, but no open play goals. Tell me about Ghostfurts up front again. Yeah, tell me about it, mate. Ghostfurt, it's just madness. Let's get into duels. Let's get through these final two slides, then we'll talk about the squad. Duels won 55% for Arsenal, 45% for Man United. Ground duels won 57% compared to Man United's 43%. Aerial duels won 51% compared to Man United's 49%. Perfect dribbles 50% for Arsenal, 67% for Man United. So on a slight positive, we won the duels today. That's about it. There's nothing more positive to say about that. We won the duels. At half time, we were losing the aerial duels, so we did improve in the second half. But that first half was just atrocious anyway. Passes 656 for Arsenal, 291 for Man United, 88% accuracy for Arsenal, 70% for Man United. Own half passes, 206 for Arsenal, 121 for Manchester United, 369 opposition half, 82 for Man United. Actually in long balls, 52% for Arsenal, 31% for Man United. 20% each for actually in crosses, 55 touches in the opponent's box for Arsenal, 13 for Man United. Yeah, it's just doesn't achieve up, does it? You can see how much Katie offers in attack, but he won't play him. Starts at MLS in midfield. We lack urgency. Everything is controlled. So boring. Yes, correct. Yeah, Tierney was definitely not going to be in an Arsenal shirt next summer. Guarantee. Would he leave this window? Possible. I know Celtic are working hard on trying to do something, but yeah, it's just horrendous, isn't it? Someone said Arsenal have XF, expected failures of 1. Yes. Definitely have. Right, let's start with the starting lineup. As I said before, the watch along defence I was happy with. Forward line I was okay with if Martinelli started on the right, but he didn't. He started down the middle. That was the problem for me. Midfield, well, that midfield was just horrendous today. Again, we all said it that midfield had no creative spark. Odegaard hasn't been putting up the numbers recently, and again didn't do it today. So his corners today, my God, were they awful. Free kicks, awful. Who the hell's going to score a header from the penalty spot? Like, never really happens. So why are we trying that? There's just nothing positive to say. Right, let's have a look. Gav team saying Daryl Southgate has won a knighthood. Hell no. He is not the Messiah. He's an extremely naughty boy. He definitely is. Stephen, with a different opinion. Arteta in player missed chances, not Arteta. Defence errors, not Arteta. Facts. Signings by board, not Arteta. No, the signings are Arteta's. That bit is definitely wrong. These are Arteta signings. So, yeah, nothing to do with the board. The board sign off on the amount of money that will be spent and in the way that the money will also come in. That's what KSE do. And then it's Arteta's job Edu's job to get the negotiations done. And then Arteta decides yes or no on what players Edu has managed to get to the table, and Arteta says no to most of them. So yeah, as in players miss chances. I'm sorry, when it comes to he is the coach, he's the one that sets us up. He's the one that deals with everything in the training, and for whatever reason, they're not performing at the weekend. So all these games are all down to the players, or is Arteta making things way too confusing? He does restrict a lot of our players from just expressing themselves. You know, today would have been a good day to maybe put Martinelli on the right, Jesus on the left, Havertz down the middle, or some kind of different style. The subs today, that's him, no one else. The subs are just absolutely stupid. But yeah, Arteta has done well to get us here, but we need a more risk-taking manager to get us winning, and more importantly, buy us what we need in attack. Agree. I totally agree. Right, let's do ratings. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Raya. Can I really downscore Raya? I can't really, can I? Let's have a think. Okay. Raya's going to get a 7. There's nothing he did wrong. Yeah, Raya's going to get a 7. Timber. Again, 7. Sleeper. 7. Now, Gabriel would have got a 6. Maybe a 5. But then he did score. So he saved himself. Because obviously he made that horrendous error for the goal in the first place. So I'm going to give him a 7. Lewis Skelly gets a 7. I'm not going to put any blame on him. He was obviously out of position because of the challenge with Dallo. There's no way he was ever getting back for that. Jorginho, 6 for me. Marino, fudging heck. 5. I lit there. Just no, I'm done. Odegaard did little bits, but his set pieces annoyed me. So set pieces alone, he gets a 5. Jesus obviously came off in the 40th minute. So in fairness, I probably can only give him a 6 because, well, only played 40 minutes. Martinelli gets us. Try to be kind because it's obviously, yes, he was offside for the goal, but 6. It's part of the front line, isn't he? Havertz, 4. Havertz gets a 4 because that was shocking today, if I'm honest. Right, let's have a look. The moment United got a red card, I was expecting some attacking subs, but he wasn't brave enough. And he's so fixated with data that he overlooked the reality. True. Stephen Ball, what if the board won't spend the money? Does Arteta say, oh, well, I tried? Well, the money's there. That's the thing. The money's there. It's the board don't have to sign off on every single deal. The only one that he needed permission for was Marino, because obviously Marino was of a certain age. So it was outside the parameters that we normally go for. So obviously he needed permission for that. And that's fine because obviously you 28. So that player is totally on Arteta. And I'll be honest, Marino has made us worse, not better. And that's a shame, if I'm honest. Big up to Adam saying, please tell me we'll get someone in January. I'm 100% sure we'll get someone. I just don't know how soon. I think it will be in the next 10 days. I think there might be a panic now, if I'm honest. Obviously, we'll wait to see what happens in the next 72 hours. But I think there might be a bit of a panic now because this season is going from bad to worse. I don't know if I have to look at when the fixtures of the 4th round are, but I don't know if we're going to have time to maybe get away. I don't think we'll have time in our calendar to get away for a bit. But yeah, I'm just so angry and upset because I love the FA Cup. Everyone knows it's my favourite cup. Is Martinelli ever going to learn the offside rules? No, probably not. Look, we need someone that's ruthless now. I personally would consider a mini rebuild in the summer, if I'm honest. Because to be fair, and this is why, as much as people don't like the process and the project, when we are going to sell these players, we are going to get good money for them, which means then we can reinvest. And you don't need to like spend more than what you bring in. Like if Martinelli was to be sold for 50 million quid, I'm not saying you have to go out and get an 80 million pound player to replace him, because you could probably look around and probably get a good player that fits your system, plays in a certain way, and it's probably less than what we could get for Martinelli. Because you can. I guarantee you can. But rebuild in summer. I don't care who's the manager. I'm talking about Arsenal Football Club now, not a specific person. I would do a mini rebuild because I'm just done. I'm done. There's certain players here that I just think, nah, see you later. I don't see him. I mean, I'm saying this about Kai. You know, the only best position Kai can play, in my opinion, in this setup is right wing. Now, obviously, he's not going to play much because Saka's there. So for me, I would sell Havertz as well. I reckon we could easily get 60 million for him. Probably cover our costs, get him gone. Yeah, I would have a great window if it was me personally. But yeah, that's all right, Steve. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I think we're all in this kind of mood today, and I don't blame any of us, to be fair. Jesus, Martinelli, Partey, Jorginho, Kai, Zinni, Tommy out for me minimum. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about Thomas Partey right now, but yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, yeah. Right, let's move. Have I rated all those? Yeah, I have. Right, let's get into subs. Sterling. Now, I'd say the first 5 to 10 minutes, I was like, uh-oh. But in fairness to Sterling, I thought it was all right today. Can I give him a high mark there? That's the thing. I'm still going to give him a 6, but I thought he was good. But I just don't feel comfortable giving any of our forwards a 7, if I'm honest. I just don't feel comfortable with it. So yeah, Rice came on. You know what? Rice gets a 7. As simple as that. I don't really need to explain myself on Rice being getting a 7 because he was really good when he came on. So yeah, Rice gets a 7. Trossard, if anyone noticed what he did, please let me know. Send it to PO Box. I don't give a damn. Because I'm trying to think what he did. No, not sure. Still can't think of what he did. So I'm going to give him 5 because I didn't notice him. Thomas Partey came on. Came on for long enough to rate him, unfortunately. Sorry, Thomas, but I'll be honest, it wasn't his best moment as well. So 5 for him. Sorry, Thomas. Kieran Tierney came on. I'm not going to rate him because that's unfair. He plays less than 10 minutes. So Homer, right, so set pieces, Jesus Christ, they were awful today. 4. That's not necessarily down to Nicholas, if I'm honest. I would say 4 because they were just awful. Yeah. Arteta, fudging heck. I'm trying to think of any positives that I can actually give him a mark for. So I think. So I think. I'm trying to think of it being kind here. Look, Arteta. Look, King's giving him a 1. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with a similar. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for a 1 as well. I just can't think of any positives to say about him. I'll be honest. Dean saying here, I don't even care if it's a panic bite. You might accidentally bite the right player for a change. Well, this is the thing, right? Marmouche, who's obviously going to City, we could have got him. I don't agree with it personally. It's quite a lot of money. It's one of those you just don't know. Like, we just don't know with Marmouche, but it's enough for City to think yes. So why not? Why not go and get Marmouche? Offer Frankfurt more money. He's ours. Sterling played well. I thought we did. I was quite happy with him today. Arsenal must hate the situation with Mr. X. I understand you can't talk about him, but hopefully he is gone this window. Yes, I agree. Who, Mr. Invisible? He gets a 1 for starting MLS. Arsenal need a manager who's a bloody winner, says Chris. Agree. For those who love history, Arteta is becoming our Justinian. Promised so much, failed in the end. 1. It's just honestly, there's nothing. I can't think of any positive to give him more than a 1. I just can't. I can't. It isn't the board. They spend big when asked. Exactly. Arteta 10. It's not his fault, says Stephen. Right. Okay. I think that's enough therapy for me. I will be back midweek. Obviously, got North London Derby. We'll be joined by Dermot. I'm going to do it as a joint stream. So the North London preview will be done. I think Dermot's the only one doing the watch along. I won't be able to do it, but I will be back next weekend. But obviously, we will. Mate, Cole, I'm with you on this one. I feel like we're going to lose it. Gasperini would be realistic, but people say age. Well, Wenger was old when he started winning trophies. Yep, totally agree. Like I said, I'd give Gasperini 2 seasons because that's all we need him for. We just need him to come in to give us the winning mentality because I guarantee he'll win us a trophy. Guarantee it because he's just a clever man. Banter FC. Cole, stop ignoring my messages. I'm guessing, Cole, you know who this is because I haven't got a clue. We were smashing 4-0, says Stephen Foot. I'm glad you're confident. But anyway, I'll be back either Tuesday or Wednesday with the North London Derby. Guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.